You probably have a morning routine, a workout plan, a reading goal, a meditation habit, a nutrition protocol, a side project. And yet, despite all this effort, you feel entirely stuck. You sit down to do one important task and find yourself exhausted before you've even typed the first word. Most people try to fix this stagnation by adding more. They look for a new habit, a more complex system, or a different app to structure their day. But if discipline isn't the problem, adding more discipline won't be the solution. This feeling of hitting a wall suggests your brain has reached a physiological limit that no amount of optimization can bypass. Your brain continues to process every goal you've started but haven't finished. These paused habits and unresolved commitments stay active within your internal systems. This is the Zeigarnik Effect. The brain treats every unresolved goal as an open loop, consuming mental bandwidth. These loops create a constant cognitive tax, draining energy to maintain the memory of everything left undone. When you try running 15 of these neurological applications simultaneously, your brain eventually runs out of the power required to move any of them forward. The prefrontal cortex is the brain's CEO. It handles decision-making and executive function, but it operates with a strictly finite processing capacity. When you load this system with too many competing goals, you exceed the limits of your working memory. To prevent a total system crash, the prefrontal cortex initiates a triage response, prioritizing goals based on how quickly they can be finished. This is why an overloaded brain gravitates toward easy wins and minor tasks. It chooses whatever provides the fastest dopamine reward to clear a small amount of cognitive space. Sacrificing quality for quantity is a biological failsafe. Your brain is simply trying to survive the energy demands of an unrealistic to-do list. Building a permanent habit requires neuroplasticity, the physical restructuring of neural pathways. This process depends on concentrated, high-intensity repetition. Spreading attention across a dozen goals sends weak signals through your neural networks. These pathways never receive enough activation to change. Depth creates a massive surge of activation. Focusing on just 2 commitments thickens the myelin sheaths around specific circuits, making behavior automatic. Reducing your targets is the only way to generate enough neurological pressure to make a new skill a permanent part of your brain's architecture. Beyond active focus, your brain relies on a hidden recovery engine called the default mode network. This network only activates during quiet, unstructured time, moments with 0 external inputs, 0 goals, and 0 optimization. While you are doing nothing, the default mode network is busy consolidating memories, integrating new skills, and performing vital neural maintenance. Constant optimization suffocates this process. When every spare minute is filled with podcasts or tracking apps, the brain stays in a perpetual state of input processing, and the crucial consolidation phase simply never begins. These windows of downtime are when the brain physically secures the progress you've made during your focused hours. To truly unlock high performance in your daily life, you have to approach your habits through the rigorous lens of subtraction. Method 1 is the 2-filter system. Audit your habits and keep only what you have maintained consistently for 30 days and what has produced a measurable result. Method 2 is to close your open loops. For every goal you aren't actively pursuing, make a binary choice. Either commit to it fully today or abandon it entirely to free up those cognitive resources. Method 3 is to isolate your non-negotiables. Pick 2 core behaviors and protect them with extreme intensity to force the neuroplasticity we discussed. Method 4 is to schedule intentional recovery. Build blocks of 0 input time into your week to allow the default mode network to execute consolidation work. Finally, measure your outputs, not your inputs. Stop evaluating yourself based on how many habits you've checked off, and start looking at the tangible energy and health those habits have generated. A single habit practiced with genuine depth creates lasting structural change, while a dozen shallow routines only create a state of mental gridlock. The most successful performers execute significantly fewer tasks than the average person, but they do so with a level of concentrated depth that the average person never reaches. Before you look for one more thing to add to your routine, look for what you can remove. High performance isn't about carrying more. It's about giving your brain the cognitive space to permanently rewire what it already has.